Hey guys, this is Cromar with TGN SWTOR, and I'm here today on my Scoundrel, LeVar Burton, the Starfleet Legacy, keeping up with my trend of posting characters with Star Trek names or names of Star Trek actors. Now, maybe if you've been watching the channel, you might have seen my character one other time. I did a PvP video, I don't know, maybe a week or two ago. Yeah, this is my alt, and I don't play him too extensively. I have a couple friends who are leveling alts, or leveling mains even, that are below 50, and sometimes I'll just log on a PvP with them, maybe do a planet like once a week. Pretty slow going. I'm definitely concentrating on my Vanguard as my main. However, I'm getting up there in level, and I'm closing in on level 38, which is a level where you get Shoot First, which is your ambush ability for Scoundrel, and level 40 where you max out your Scrapper tree, which is your melee and stealth tree. So, since I'm getting close, I basically want to go ahead and level up over the next few days, hit that mark, and then I'm going to do some level 40 plus PvP. In the meantime, though, I thought you might be interested in seeing how the Scoundrel plays out in PvP if you haven't played one. The answer is poorly, or at least I'm playing poorly. My partner here is Corso Riggs, who is the very first companion you get, and he's a tank. So it's actually pretty helpful to have him. You also have another tank, which is Bodar, the Wookiee, but I prefer to use Corso for a lot of reasons. One of which is that he uses heavy armor with aim, which is something that my Vanguard armor mech can just make for him. So I actually make upgrades for him maybe every 5 or 6 levels, and that keeps his gear up to date. He's actually got like all blues pretty much, and a couple custom armors as well. It's actually pretty neat. And having to repeat all that for Bodar will be pretty difficult because I don't have the setup to do that. I think I need synth weaving or something to be able to make that. So I've been using Corso. He's also got a really nice custom blaster. He's actually using a blaster pistol, even though he's usually a rifle guy. But in his story, you get a weapon called Torchy, which is a blaster pistol, and it's like his favorite pistol or something, and he can actually use that, and it does the same damage as a rifle with the same rating, so it's a custom. So if you take the same barrel, put it in a rifle, and you'll get the exact same damage, so there's no downside to using it. So I was like, cool, double, we both have pistols, that's pretty cool. I was using another storyline weapon called Flashy, which you get at the very beginning of the game. I thought I was going to use it forever because it's really cool and I like having something with a special name. But if you look closely at my gun, it's a revolver. Yes, I found a custom revolver. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm using a revolver. Are you kidding me? I'm a Scoundrel. That's how I roll. The other thing I'm using, if you look at the portrait in the bottom left, not all the way in the bottom left, but you know what I mean, my character portrait, you can see the Gunslinger headgear, which is armor mech. It's a medium custom armor, and it's just to complete the Geordi LaForge look, as close as I can get it. There are some true Geordi glasses out there. I haven't found one. I found some heavy armor ones. I was very disappointed to find out they're heavy armor because I thought I had hit the jackpot. I'm going to keep looking. If you know in the comments of a medium armor thing that looks like a Geordi visor, please tell me. I would really love to get it. I'll do whatever it takes to get it, whether it's low-level questing or getting some commendations or PvPing or running a instance. I don't care. I'll get that thing. So let me know in the comments, please, if you can find something that uses that Geordi visor model.
Could use some shut-eye.
You know, that I can actually equip. So what I just did there was I dismissed and resummoned my companion for an instant heal. This is really handy if you're using a tank companion because they're going to be low on health after every encounter. And rather than just diving in and letting them die over and over again, or rather than sitting there and recuperating every single fight, it's much better to dismiss and resummon them. And you can do the same thing by getting on your mount, your speeder. You just jump on the speeder, jump right back off, and they'll full heal instantly. It's pretty sweet. Matter of fact, when they die, I don't even revive them. I dismiss them and resummon them too. So one thing I haven't talked about yet is my DPS rotation here on PvE when I'm just doing questing. So on the next group, I'll go through those skills one by one, tell you what they are. Got a group coming up here. This quest, by the way, is a real simple one. I'm going to go up in stealth and use Backblast since I don't have Shoot First yet. Backblast is my backstab, essentially. And there's Thermal Grenade, which is an AoE that hits everybody. And Sucker Punch, which it's Sucker Punch and Blaster Volley. The way that works is when, as a Scoundrel, you get a buff called Upper Hand, or if you're playing an Operative, it's called Tactical Advantage. And you get that buff when you do one of two things. Either you kill somebody, or you use the ability Blaster Whip. I just use a Blaster Whip right now. When you get the Upper Hand, it triggers a bunch of other abilities. Blaster Volley is one of them. It's just an AoE that uses your upper hand. Sucker Punch is one. It's that really funny, like cartoonish punching sound effect you hear every now and then. And I just use it right there. And there's also some heals that use upper hand. There we go. Backblast doesn't use upper hand. Backblast is just extra free damage. Backblast doesn't cost anything, by the way. It costs 0 energy if you're scrapper spec, which is pretty cool. It's just like an auto attack, except on like a 10-second cooldown. I'd really dove into battle way too early with Corso. He's going to die in this one. I just used Vital Shot. That puts a dot bleed on there. Now there's an extra thing on Sucker Punch when I have a passive called Flying Fists. I think it's, what, a 50% chance to proc an extra hit. And if you land a Flying Fist on a bleeding target, it re-grants you upper hand. So in other words, if you do Sucker Punch, it uses your upper hand, and then a Flying Fist triggers, it gives you your upper hand right back again, so you can Sucker Punch again. So if you keep getting lucky with that proc, you can use Sucker Punch over and over and over again. This elite, by the way, is real nasty, so we're going to do him last. He's actually the quest objective here. So you can actually chain those Sucker Punches together if you get lucky. Or if you kill somebody, you get upper hand back every time. So you can Sucker Punch a guy who's low, kill him, Sucker Punch the next guy. If he's low, he'll die, and you can get it again, so you just keep doing that in a chain. Another important ability that uses upper hand is Pugnacity. It's on my Z key, and it basically gives me energy restoration. It restores energy over time, and it also heals me. That's part of the scrapper spec. It actually heals me over time as well. I use Tranquilizing Dart, which is my sap, my mez, on the strong in this group, but unfortunately my companion's AoE knocked him out of it. You can disable that. You can just, I have the companion's skills in the left bar, and I can just right-click them to disable them, but it's not that important. I just would rather have the AoE, to be honest. Yeah, so we're going to do another Dismiss and Resummon and get ready to fight this elite. He is super nasty.
Done with me? Glad to be back in action.
I think my Vanguard with a healer does a little bit better against elites, even though it takes longer. Yeah, I couldn't get behind this guy. He noticed me in stealth. Really annoying. There we go. Finally a back blast. Very nice. Blaster Whip, Sucker Punch. I can also go into cover. I'm going to do that right now and use Sabotage Charge. That was on my 3 key, and what that does, it's a cover-only ability. It places a bomb on the target, and the next time they take damage, it explodes for more damage. So it's useful for spiking damage. Like, you put the Sabotage Charge, and then you hit them with your most powerful ability, and both of them trigger at the same time. It's a whole bunch of burst, and your opponent won't know it's coming. The advantage of the spiking damage is more for PvP than anything else, but it's still fun to use here. It's fun to make as much health, drop off the enemy as possible. Blaster Whip, Sucker Punch, and you're down. Just barely. One thing I can do is, because Scoundrels are also healers, although if you're not healing spec, you're a terrible healer, but you do have one decent heal. It uses your upper hand. It's called Coltol Pack, and I actually do keep that on my bar and sometimes use it to save my companion, if it's real close. Alright. Pick this guy. Back Blast, Frag Grenade. Blaster Whip, I just got 2 charges of upper hand. So you can use Blaster Volley, Thermal, Blaster Whip, Sucker Punch. I think I still have 2 charges of upper hand, so I use one on Pugnacity. So there you go. So that's what that rotation looks like. That's what those abilities are. Back Blast and Sucker Punch are my highest damage, as well as Blaster Whip, my basic melee. Oh, and Quick Shot. I forgot about Quick Shot. Quick Shot, it has no special requirements. It does okay damage. It does less than your best. It does less than Blaster Whip or Sucker Punch or Back Blast. The main upside of it is that it's spammable. You can just spam it over and over and over. Or again, there's no cooldown. But the downside is that it uses a lot of energy. It uses more than any of those abilities. And considering that it does lower damage in those abilities, that's not good. So it's actually very inefficient. It's useful for when someone's low and you have an energy surplus, and someone is low and you want to finish them off quickly without having to use any special requirements. It's also ranged, unlike Back Blast and Sucker Punch. So if someone's and Blaster Whip. So if someone's running away from you and they're just out of range and you can't catch them, and you just want to finish them off because they got almost no health, then you just spam Quick Shot on them as they're running away. But you have to be careful because your energy will drain so fast if you do that. You can also use your leg shot, or tendon shot as it's called. Tendon blast? Yeah, tendon blast, that's what it's called. It's a 10-yard range, or 10-meter range slow. And as a scrapper spec, it actually roots the target in place for 2 seconds. Makes it very easy to catch people. So hopefully you won't have to use Quick Shot too much. I only use it here Mainly if I have a surplus and I just want to kill someone real quick and all my stuff's on cooldown, and I don't want to use the auto attack because auto attack is very weak in this class. It's a nice blaster volley. Frag grenade. I keep, when I say frag grenade, I really mean thermal grenade. I'm confusing the two terms because the Imperial Agent, which is the mirror to Smuggler, has the same ability, and it's called frag grenade. So here it's called thermal grenade or thermal detonator or whatnot, and there it's called frag grenade. So if I say either of those, you know I really mean the same skill. So we're going to trank this guy and backblast that guy, and now I'm going to AoE the guy on the right. Actually, looks like Corso will come up, so never mind. It's alright, it's not a big deal. And Bodark just came back with a underworld trading. Got a recipe out of it too, it's interesting. Oh yeah, the stun there, kick in the nuts, dirty kick. It works on anything, including droids, as we'll see very soon. I don't know how that works, but that's okay, I'll take it. So, after reviving up, we're going to kill the last group. I had to put a cut there because it took me a while to find this last group. They're hiding in the corner. And I'm just going to trank the guy, and then I'm going to go over here, thermal grenade out of range so I don't wake up the strong. But then Corso's AoE woke it up anyways. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But I'm just going to blaster volley the group and then finish everybody off one by one. I don't always use the Vital Shot combo on Strongs, and if I didn't make it clear enough earlier, the reason I use Vital Shot sometimes is that it puts a bleed on a target, and that enables my Sucker Punch to trigger itself, so that I can use Sucker Punch over and over again. Sometimes it doesn't always work; it's a 50% chance. But just the fact that it's there makes it possible. Otherwise, you can't do the multiple Sucker Punches in a row. Okay, we've got some quest stuff. This is actually a Smuggler quest class story, so I'll shut up for you so you can hear it.
He's here. The captain's here! Ready the ships! We're getting off this sinkhole! Get us out of here, and everything you see is yours for the taking.
You've had more time to work on this than I have. What's our best strategy?
Well, look who the rat ghoul dragged in.
Do you two know each other?
Oh, yes. The captain does love his heroic rescues. Without his gallantry, I'd be stuck in a terrorist prison cell right now.
Well, I'm glad to be privy to the grand reunion, but we got more urgent concerns. The Void Wolf's been using a powerful planetary sensor station to tag any ships leaving Quesh's surface. Then his fleet homes in, and boom. The only way off is to destroy the station's sensor processors.
I find I'm much better at destroying things than preserving them.
It's so rare to find a man who admits that.
I'll give you the details, but this is definitely the place for shoot first, ask questions later. Just come back quickly when it's done. I don't want to be here when the Void Wolf retaliates.
The story here is this guy sent me a SOS distress call pretty much to come to Quesh, so I decided to do it, to come help him. And Beryl Thorne there was a character from Terrace? Yeah, from Terrace. And she was one of the quest NPCs there, and she's got a personal beef with one of my companions, Risha. And I saved Beryl and also helped out Risha quite a bit. She's on my team now, obviously. Oh, by the way, what I did here is I'll get back to the companion stuff later, but what I did here was I hacked that droid. It's my CC I can use on for 60 seconds on any droid and put them out of commission, even in combat. It's pretty outstanding. My plan was to just grab this quest thing and get out of here, but I didn't realize it was going to summon 2 more droids when I did it. So it totally wrecked my plan, and it's wound up being really sloppy. Corso using his harpoon on that guy, pulled him over so I can melee him. And obviously Corso's AoE or mine, one of the two. Oh, there we go. There's the kick in the nuts on the droid. I must have kicked that thing hard. Damn. Corso's AoE woke up the droid, so the droid killed him. I'll just have to spam him down. And this is a great use of quick shot here, because I know I'm going to have to recuperate regardless, so might as well just finish it off as fast as possible. Plus, I can't even use backblast, so that's a big drop in my damage.
Still got some fight in me.
So I resurrected him the slow way. Alright, and on to the next one. There is nothing guarding it, so just pretty much walked up to it here. Now we're going to have 2 more droids coming out. Notice my health is still low because I didn't recuperate after the last one. Boom. And finish him off. There we go. So we got credit for that. Now, you see there's a bonus mission building. This bonus mission is kind of annoying because you get a bonus mission. It's like a chain. You have to kill X amount, then Y amount, then kill special enemies. The special enemies you kill are the Devastator droids. I've already killed like 4 of them at this point. One that you saw on camera and another one, a few others earlier. So, I don't... It's so annoying that you have to redo that. It's like, I already killed 5 of these guys, really? But anyway, here's... objective number 3 here. It's going to summon 2 more of these little goobers. These guys are really weak. They were just annoying before because I wasn't expecting them and because I was fighting them with a very powerful strong, which is Devastator droid. So yeah, that's going to update the next mission. Now this is the kill Y amount, which is the cartel and Imperial forces. They're basically everywhere. And after we finish this quest, we're gonna finish off the bonus mission as well. Actually, when you exclude the part about the Devastator droids, it's kind of a fun bonus mission. I don't mind doing them at all. It's a good experience, but I like it better when they integrate with the quest you're doing. You know, you get that a lot on Coruscant, where you go into this area, say Black Sun, and the first half of Black Sun is a quest to kill like 20 guys, and the second half is to kill 40 guys, and then after that you kill an elite. You know, it all flows together. That does it for the quest. You just gotta kill these droids and get out of here. There's still another quest in this area, though. And, of course, the bonus, which we're going to do. Yoink. That turning up at the top of the map was actually back in the town, so we're not going to do that till the end of the video. Trank one cartel guy. Shoot the other one. Blaster whip, sucker punch, flying fist proc, quick shot to finish him. I have plenty of energy, so I'm not worried about it. I put a vital shot at him before he woke up. That way, the dots on him, so that when I sucker punch, I can do multiple in a row. There we go. Look how many I just did in a row. I did 3 in a row like that. Pretty just lucky procs. That's all there is to it. Yeah, sweet. Lost all the health there though because I don't know, why did I? I guess I pulled aggro off course so he couldn't keep aggro on that guy. Something like that. And now it's time to kill Devastator droids. Yes, I did edit out a lot of my farming here. It does get pretty boring to watch. It's not boring to play because I think this class is very fun. I think combat in this class is very, very fun. So I definitely don't get bored fighting on this character, but I think watching it would get pretty boring considering it's the same rotation you're seeing over and over again. So that's why I cut it down. Yay, Devastator number 1. And I've already killed like 10. It's nice though, I can harvest them with scavenging. It's pretty slick. So 2 of them spawn over here. I'm going to hack one and attack the other one. I wish he would harpoon him faster and not wait for me to get in melee range. It's so stupid. Yep, same combo. I rely on those 3 skills more than any. There's the stun. Shoot him while he's down. That should be an ability. Shoot him while he's down. And same deal with him. Open with Vital Shot. Start working on him. I can't backblast him again just yet because I have to wait for Corso to pick him up. And Corso wasn't attacking. I remember this. Corso wasn't attacking. I was like, what's going on? I had to manually order him to attack this guy, even though he's not set on passive. It's just, I don't know. That game's acting silly. Whatever. So he taunted him so I can do my normal rotation now. And I had almost killed him just from fighting him face to face anyway. So there we go. And on to the last one. We're going to have to kill an elite. But it's going to be a surprise elite. So just make sure that you heal up first. This quest, by the way, is not a smuggler-specific bonus mission, in case you were curious. So, following the quest helper, I'm going to go over, sneak past these guys, just making sure it's clear. I've done a few missions here, so I kind of figured that something would spawn. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing around to aggro with it. And he sees you in stealth, by the way, so stealth didn't do squat. So I just sit here and wait for him to harpoon. Hurry up. There we go. I don't want to run up to him and risk aggroing something. So get started on my combo here. I like how my character's animations react to the size of the model properly, so I'm shooting and punching up. It's pretty neat. A lot of games don't do that. Most games don't do that. Certainly WoW doesn't. Except for range attacks. He's getting pretty low. This guy isn't too tough as far as elites go. I think the previous elite and then one we're going to fight later in the video were a lot tougher. Peace. Gonna finish the quest, and I will scavenge you. I can't believe I got so little metal out of this guy. You think I would have got just a jackpot of metal, a diadium or whatever. You know what I mean? So we have a turn in here and a little bit of a voice acting to listen to. Here's this guy, Agent what's his face, and so I'll leave you alone and listen to that.
Agent Meldo, your boss sent me to meet with you.
Chaskruni dopat kurira dokanki kung. Tauz azulas uval tung mi chakulka dimaji.
Makes as much sense as anything else.
Kuchusa yomata chitoya. Nam kanoya choski nawi. Wantahumpa murirava fupa jipampa wula. Ni at ambumpa boshura mokili moklanki.
Enough standing around. Let's haul jets.
O kakiza spida perupa. Gadwa shiniko higa danulia. Negtori na natuta. Da aita wanawanga na chuba.
Okay, it's not a problem. We're going to go to an area and click some stuff. I don't think we're going to do it in this video, though. We'll get it in the next one, maybe. But anyway, heading on out of the doctor's house. We have to go to the next turn-in, and it's actually really close. It's right around the corner here, and we're just going to stealth past everything because we've already got our bonus mission done. One of the best things about the Scoundrel, if you know that the bonus mission's done, you can just skip everything. It's wonderful. Or even if you don't care about the bonus mission. No, of course we're not going to blasting. I'm going to vanish and hop right into the phase. Now, I don't believe there is a bonus mission in here. I think I did kill a couple of these guys and didn't get anything for it. But I was at this point I had just done like 3 bonus missions, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to sneak past everybody regardless. Because I'm scrap respect, I have a talent that increases my effective stealth level. Very, very important. You pretty much can't do this without it. Even if you're over leveled. I mean, if you're like drastically over leveled, it's a different story, but if you're over leveled by 1 or 2, they'll still see you. Oh, I just did an ability called Cheap Shot. This is an ability that every class has, although they have different names, like Blitz for the Trooper and so on. And it's a hit them while you're down, hit them while they're down move. It's when they're stunned or incapacitated. It only works on weak and strong targets, or weak and standard and strong, excuse me. And it does reduce damage to strong targets. So really, the only thing it's for is quickly finishing off weak and standard units who have been stunned while questing. It's a very narrowly defined ability, and I don't even use it on my trooper at all. I don't even have it on my bar. I only have it here for questing, and I'm not going to have it on there for very long either. So I just wanted to heal up real quick, use the computer.
Security log, supplemental update. Captain Quesh reporting. Dr. Orlean's been acting suspicious ever since the security systems went down. I've temporarily shut down his lab and taken him to interrogation for questioning.
Captain Quesh. Is that his name? Something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to have to kill that guy. He's upstairs here. He's really hard, by the way. Really hard. He's like way too hard for an elite, I think. So go in here. He has 2 guards. I killed them already off camera. And then, took off and came back in. So anyway, on the boss here, I'm trying to interrupt as much as possible because he does charge up pretty powerful abilities. Look at Corso's health just plummet. I have the ability to remove negative dots, like negative effects like dots. I'm just not using it, and I think that's a problem with my strategy here. What I'm doing instead is I'm just using my upper hand to cast Culto Pack to heal Corso. Another interrupt. But he's still going to die. I think if I had tried to actually remove his dots, I would have fared a little better. But I had to pop a med pack too. I just realized that I forgot to put my med pack on my 6th key, which is my healing item key. I have my my Warzone med pack on there still. But luckily I managed to just narrowly finish this guy off. I have a cooldown called Dodge, which gives me a 100% chance to avoid melee range attacks. It's on a 2-minute cooldown.
Dr. Orlean, I'm with the Republic. We're getting you out of here.
Who are you? Where's Meldo? He said he was going to get me out of here. He never mentioned anything about sending someone else. How do I know this isn't a trick?
If I was working for the Empire, why would I have killed the guards?
It does seem a little extreme. Okay. I guess I can trust you. The Imperials are sure to send reinforcements. You have to hold them off so I can meet Meldo at the rendezvous.
I disagree with the logic there. I think that if I was an Imperial trying to trick him, I would definitely do it by killing my own men. I mean, that's what they're all about, you know what I mean? Anyway, it was kind of cute of these guys to run over to cover. Stand right next to each other so they're easier to AoE. I really appreciate that, guys. Yeah, these guys aren't very good ambushers. Backblast. Love Backblast so much. I love the animation, the effect, the damage it does, everything. Everything. It's wonderful. So, there we go. I actually used my quick travel to hop back to town. There's still some more quests down there, but because of the layout of the map, I just really didn't feel like trying to find my way out. I just wanted to quick travel out, do my turn-ins, make this difficult decision apparently on enhancements. Went with the one with less endurance, figuring it's probably got more DPS stats, and finish another turn-in here. Yay, money. It's not very much money. Well, that's going to do it for part 1 of my Quesh leveling adventure on LeVar Burton. I'm not planning on doing a full leveling series. It'd take way too long, way too many videos. Just a couple, you know, to kind of orient you with the character and get ready for the post-level 40 videos, which are going to be a little more substantive once I actually have my full rotation in place. So we'll have at least one more Quesh video coming, possibly 2. It depends on how it plays out. And I might do something on Hoth too. I'm not positive yet. I'm kind of playing it by ear, just having fun. So anyway, thanks for watching. It's been Cromar with TGN.